So, I mean, I don't automatically think of black people when I hear welfare. That don't trigger a thought of black, because I know most people on welfare are white. Most homeless are white. Most high school dropouts are white. Most criminals are white. So these things don't automatically trigger the images of black people in my mind. If they trigger the images of black people in your mind, then you are a victim of their propaganda. Because you're being lied to about everything and you believe these negative things about black people. I don't. I've seen more white people that look like monkeys than black people. I've seen more Asians that look like monkeys than black people. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this madness. The word monkey don't trigger a thought in my mind of black people. If it triggers a thought in your mind of black people, then that says more about you than it says about me. Everything I'm about to say, you already know it to be true. You are a slave. You are a slave to money, to social economics, to status, to politics, to ideology. You have sold your soul to have a place in a world order that you should naturally oppose. You know, I wanna have a serious conversation on it. This is directed to that clown that I gotta watch what I say, because I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to report you. I'm not gonna report you. I want everybody to go read what you said. You know what I'm saying? So I want to watch what I say, but he kind of made some suggestions towards me as to what he would do to me if we were ever on the streets together. Now, I want to first give y'all some background on how this started. I did a video, right? That was a community post, excuse me. That was inspired by me being attacked on a previous community post and video about this whole slavery thing, about teaching young black children about slavery, how you ruined their mind, you ruined their development, you killed them, right? You killed their self-esteem. You destroying these children at a young age by teaching them that they come from slaves. You are instilling in them a permanent inferiority complex, bro. Don't do that, man. Don't do it, you know? Now, I had people come at me, black people, tell me I was wrong and everything. A couple of them in particular were women, and there was the strongest opposition to what I was saying. And I found it ironic that black women would have the nerves to tell me that we should be proud of slavery while they walk around full of caked up makeup looking like cross-dressers or transvestites or something, you know, or monkeys with wigs on. That's what I said. I'm gonna get to that. Just hear me out. You know, while they look like damn caricatures of themselves, they got the nerves to tell me that we should be proud of being slaves, but they're not even proud of being black. Now, that's where all this stemmed from. Now, I want you to understand, not once did I say black women look like monkeys. Not once did I say black people look like monkeys. I said that when I see black women, I didn't go into great detail in the community post, but I said enough. I said that when I see them dressed like this with these shiny, slick wigs on their head, all this caked up makeup, they remind me of cast members from the Planet of the Apes. Now, most of y'all are too young to know this, but the Planet of the Apes was a TV show in the 70s. Yeah. And what you had back then, you had these monkeys that trying to look like human, and all of them had this slick, dark hair, the hair slicked down on them, this dark, slick hair on their heads. And when I see black women with this fake, shiny hair on their head, with all this makeup, that's the image that comes to my mind, particularly if, you know, it just is. Listen, you can't help how your brain associate things. That's the image come to my mind. Have you ever had a situation where somebody said, hey, bruh, don't that dude look just like such and such? And you look at him and be like, not to me. And you're like, man, he look just like him to me. He look just like him to me. And you be like, they don't look nothing alike to me. We associate things how we associate things. And for me, When I see that, I think of that TV show. I can't help that. But you don't have a problem with the fact that they are looking like that. You don't have a problem with the fact that you have these women that cake themselves up to the point where you can't tell if it's a man trying to dress like a woman, a transvestite, or if it's a woman. You don't have a problem with that. You have a problem with how that look triggers an association in my mind. You got a problem with that. So anyway, this dude gets mad at me for my association, right? And I try to explain this stuff peacefully at first. Assume it was a misunderstanding. A real man would have understood, okay, well, he didn't say black people look like monkeys. He didn't say black women look like monkeys, right? He never said that. A real man would have left it alone at that. But see, the dude has a problem. He has a personal problem that he's deflecting on to me. This is something that he feels about himself, because think about it. If when you hear the word monkey, it triggers an association of black people in your mind, then you are the one with the problem. Just like if you want to fairly say, I'm the one with the problem, if I see that look, it reminds me of Planet of the Apes. If you want to say, well, Kush, that's in your mind, I can accept that. Like I said, sometimes you see something in somebody else that other people don't see. Sometimes you see similarities in something that other people don't see. So I can accept that if you don't see it. But I mean, I grew up watching that TV show. Now, yeah, the show was racist in and of itself, but that's a whole nother point, right? You know what I'm saying? That's just a whole nother point. You know, I won't even get into that, but you know, but the point is, if you want to see what Kush, that's in your mind, I don't see it like that. I have no problem with that. But the point is, once I explain that this is not me saying black women look like monkeys, because I don't think they do. I honestly don't believe they do. I don't see my sisters and see a monkey, bro. I just don't. But I do see Planet of the Apes when they're dressed like that. When they have these shiny, slick wigs on their hair, this fake shiny hair on their head, and they all caked up in makeup, you know, butterfly eyelashes, and all this foundation in their face. They look like monkeys trying to pass as women to me. They remind me of the Planet of the Apes. You can get mad at me all you want. That's what comes to my mind. Depends on their features. They might come off as a transvestite to me, a cross-dresser, you know, a man trying to dress like a woman. I mean, these are things that come to my mind, because that's what that's the image that they put in my mind when I see them like that. But again, we don't have a problem with how they display themselves to the world. We have a problem with my interpretation of it, or my perception of it. Now, to this dude, I just explained that again, and for any of y'all hearing this, if you don't see the difference between me calling black women a monkey and me saying that when they dress like that, or if they make themselves over with all that heavy makeup on, all these butterfly eyelash, you know, all this exaggerated stuff, the exaggerated lips, the exaggerated everything, along with this fake shiny slick down hair, if you can't accept that triggers the images of the Planet of the Apes in my mind, that's all on you. But you gotta see that that's the difference. If you don't, then you got the problem. I don't have the problem. You got the problem, because I never said black women look like monkeys. Now, to this dude goes so far as to get so mad that he start making suggestions towards me if he was to see me anywhere. Bruh, let me tell you something. Whatever you think you about, I'm about it. Whatever you fantasize about having done, or whatever you fantasize about doing, I've done it. You see the bullet holes in my body. Bullet holes down here, knife wound here, knife wound there. I have been in every type of violent battle you could think of. Guns, knives, bats, chains, stakes, everything you could think of, bruh. And guess what? I'm still here. And I ain't talking about being in them one time. I'm talking about this was my life for years. It's all I did. It's all I did. And I have a body full of, you know, battle wounds and prison tattoos. Whatever you think you bout, bruh, I'm about it. You are not gonna mess with me in person. Now, here's the problem I have with that though. You come on my page, read something that I wrote. You misunderstood it because I never said anything about black people in general. I let the first comment slide just to make sure that you just didn't understand the difference, right? And I explained myself, something I didn't even have to do. I explained myself to you, but you still come back and call me a coon, and then it escalates from there. Then you talk about I'm name calling you. You didn't call me a white supremacist and a coon, but I will fuck you up. Whoa. But the problem is, you are ready to ruin 2 lives over something that has nothing to do with you. The words of a black man angers you that much that you are willing to challenge me, something that you're not gonna win in, and I'm gonna only get in trouble. So you're gonna throw me in the bin again for the rest of my life. You're gonna be, gone. For what? Because I said that this is the image that comes to my mind when I see these women dressed like that. That makes you that mad. No, the problem is your ass probably looks like a fucking monkey. What? So you're mad at me because you look like an ape or something, and you want to come at me sideways because you feel some kind of way about yourself. This got nothing to do with me, bro. That's your complexes. If you got some kind of personal complex inside of you, you need therapy, my nigga. But no, you mad at me so much so that you hope that you run across me in the streets. For what? Not that I mind. Well, I do mind because I don't want to leave my wife alone. You know what I'm saying? I got a good girl. You gonna fuck around, make me leave my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna hurt me, bro. Bro, you're not gonna hurt me, bro. It's not gonna happen, man. I have a Grim Reaper tattoo on my back. And he's holding a message. He got the sickle in one hand, the message in the other hand. And the message said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil because I am the dealer of death. And this valley is mine. Tread not through my valley. You don't want to bring me to war because it is literally where I lived for years. You don't want to bring me to battle because it is literally all I knew for decades. Stay in your lane. Control your emotions, little boy. Rise above your emotions. You don't know me. I am a Lord Ninth Ward nigga from New Orleans. You don't understand how we come out. You have no idea of the kind of place I grew up in. There's only a few cities that is even close to New Orleans, and all of them are extremely violent. And I come from the worst neighborhood in New Orleans, the Ninth Ward. You have no idea what I've been through and experienced. Stay in your lane. But let me retract a little bit. You are willing to throw our lives away for what? For nothing. But I bet you're not that mad at white folks. I bet you're not that mad at racist crackers. I bet you don't have the same energy for them. For the people who do say we are all monkeys, I bet you don't have no energy for them. I bet you ain't gonna want to see them nowhere and fight with that. See, that's y'all part. This is self-hatred, my brothers and sisters. This is what I'm talking about. This is self-hatred. He's mad at me because of the totality of my message. I'm telling y'all, my message irks dudes that are tied to this system. Black people that are emotionally tied to this system, my message goes against them. He is angry because I am trying to wake y'all up. He don't want y'all to wake up. He wants y'all to cry victim every time y'all hear cold words come out these people's mouths, man. Come on, man. Monkey. I mean, how in the hell is monkey some kind of disrespectful word to black people in general? You messed up, bruh. Monkey, 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 monkey. Am I talking about black people? If you hear black people every time I say monkey, something is wrong with your mind. There's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you. And it's a shame if none of y'all can't see that. I'm so sick of you politically correct niggas that everything somebody say, oh man, you shouldn't say that, oh man, you should. Man, listen, words are only offensive if they are intended to be offensive. You have to take things in the spirit in which it was delivered, in which it was intended. If I didn't mean that black people look like monkeys, then I don't mean black people look like monkeys, period. Period. I can say whatever the hell I want to say about what somebody remind me of. That's an individual. That's an individual. I've seen dudes that remind me of turtles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't nothing but animals, all of us, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people got just features, you know, they remind you of something, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what that mean? What that mean? Is that an insult? See, you politically correct people, all you feminized, cause see, he got bitch ways. That's all. That's whole ways, bro. A real man take things as is intended to be taken, but real man don't get mad about everything, man. But this politically correct stuff, bro, it gotta end. Words are only offensive if the words were intended to be offensive. If they were not intended to be offensive, they're not offensive. And what I said was sort of intended to be offensive, but it was directed at a particular demographic, not a generalization. Understand that. Like I said, they remind me of cross-dressers too. That's not no less offensive than saying they remind me of the cast members of the Planet of the Apes. But for some reason, me saying about the Planet of the Apes triggers something in him because he must look like an ape. This must be something personal going on inside this dude, man. I mean, whatever you want to do, bro, we can do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but why? I'm here trying to wake people up. Look, if my message ain't for you, click off. Click off. Go somewhere with your low insecurity ass and cry about everything going on in the world, bro. Because obviously that's the kind of man you are. Because if you was a man that really took action, my words would not have bothered you. And this is one of the funniest things I see about this YouTube world, how dudes can think that deflecting and labeling somebody, you know, means something. I am not y'all interpretation of me, bro. Y'all can't make me a coon just because you say I'm a coon. I have no coon ways in my body. I have no coon philosophies. I am not under the spell of white folks in any kind of way, shape, or form. I'm just not. So, I mean, y'all can say these things, but these things really don't mean nothing to me because I'm not around here triggered by everything. When I hear monkey, I don't think about black people. They don't have my mind like that, bro. I am not under their spell to that degree. When I think about uneducated or high school dropout or criminal, I don't automatically think black people. I've been in the penitentiary. I'm telling you, there's more white men in there than blacks. I've seen this stuff. So, I mean, I don't automatically think of black people when I hear welfare. That don't trigger a thought of black, because I know most people on welfare are white. Most homeless are white. Most high school dropouts are white. Most criminals are white. So these things don't automatically trigger the images of black people in my mind. If they trigger the images of black people in your mind, then you are a victim of their propaganda. I am not. So if you are a victim of their propaganda, let me help you get out of that. Don't be mad at me. Let me help you get out of that. Let me help you in some therapy. Let this be your therapy, man. Because you're being lied to about everything and you believe these negative things about black people. I don't. I've seen more white people that look like monkeys than black people. I've seen more Asians that look like monkeys than black people. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this madness. The word monkey don't trigger a thought in my mind of black people. If it triggers a thought in your mind of black people, then that says more about you than it says about me. That's just real talk. That's just real talk. Nah, as far as Billy Badass, bruh, go live your life, man. Because honestly, my community post is not even that serious for what you gonna cause to happen to you and me in the aftermath. It's not even that serious. And for you to get that mad behind something that had nothing to do with you at all, says a whole lot about your insecurities and your mental state. I suggest therapy for real. I don't know, but you need something that's going to instill in you some type of self-pride, bro, because obviously you really feel some kind of way about being black. And I think that's what that community post really made you mad about, because it was talking about those that are not ashamed of being slaves, but are ashamed of being black. I think that's the part that really got you. I think you are one of those that are ashamed of being black. And you shouldn't be, because we are gods. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, Brother Kush, aka the Black Elf. So on.